Hey, what's up guys? It's Gemini back with another video. And first off, in this video today, I don't want to hear Jim, they're just selling tickets. That's why that's happening. Jim, they're just selling tickets. Please don't try to teach me about professional wrestling. Please don't try to tell me why they're doing it. I know. I've been around the sport for over 25 years. Please. I know. And another thing too. Please don't put, please don't just dislike the video, because I am not hating on Triple H in this video. I respect Triple H for his in-ring work. I respect Triple H. I'm not hating on Triple H, so don't immediately just hit the dislike button because I didn't agree with Triple H last night in his comments about Rob Van Dam, Chris Jericho, and who was the other one? Edge. Last night on Raw, Triple H comes out and he says that if Jericho, Rob Van Dam, and Edge would have been the guy back in the day, that everybody would have been working for Ted Turner in WCW. And this is wrong on so many levels. I mean, we'll start with Rob Van Dam. I mean, I disagree with this on Rob Van Dam because in 2002, Rob Van Dam was just as big of a star as you were in WWE Triple H. And in fact, let's see, Survivor Series 2002, he came off the side of the ring and he hit you in the knee, or hit you in the neck with a knee and hurt you and put you in the hospital overnight at Survivor Series in Madison Square Garden. And then next thing you know, you and Vince don't like the fact that Rob Van Dam hurt you, so you guys bury him and don't give him another title for 4 years. Well, how's Rob Van Dam going to be the guy when you bury his ass for 4 years because he put you in the hospital? How's he going to be the guy? You were the guy in 2002 and 2003 because you were written into it. That spot was given to you to become the guy. Well earned. I mean, your in-ring work was superior, but Rob Van Dam hurt you on accident, so you guys buried his ass. How's he going to be the guy? And as far as Edge goes, give me a break, pal. How is Edge going to be the guy when you never put his ass over, when you never laid down and let him pin you? And by the way, at WrestleMania 24, when you were wrestling in the middle of the show, Triple H, Edge was main eventing with The Undertaker. So you tell me that Edge was not the guy when he was main eventing WrestleMania in Orlando, selling out the Citrus Bowl, wrestling The Undertaker in a hell of a match that you couldn't touch that night with Cena and Orton. So tell me Edge wasn't the guy. Huh? And as far as Rob Van Dam goes, again, you can't bury a guy and expect him to be the guy. And who's the other one? Chris Jericho? Well, guess what? You and Jericho together stunk up a joint 18. And it takes two to tango. And as far as wrestling skills, in 2008 Triple H, when you were on SmackDown, Jericho was the main guy on Monday Night Raw as the world champion, wrestling John Cena when you were on SmackDown, pal. Jericho was the guy in 2008. Jericho was the first undisputed champion. Jericho has done something you haven't done. Jericho has wrestled on every continent in this earth. Jericho has spilled blood all over the planet, for this profession. For you to come out and say Jericho wasn't the guy, bullshit. Jericho could have been the guy if you weren't hogging the spotlight between 2003 and 2005. Jericho could have been the guy. They all three could have been the guy, especially Edge. Edge could have been the flagship, pal. And that's the truth. So excuse me, Triple H, but that's the damn truth. So you can dislike this video all you want. That's fine, because I said something bad about Triple H. That's fine. But excuse me to tell me that Jericho, Rob Van Dam, couldn't have been the guy, because they easily could have been the guy, except you were burying their ass. So fuck you on that one, Triple H. Just to clarify a few more things. Rob Van Dam is a better wrestler than you, Triple H. Edge is a better wrestler than you. And Jericho is a better wrestler than you. Better wrestler. Not only that, Rob Van Dam paid his dues in the ECW. You wouldn't have made it in ECW, Triple H. Jericho paid his dues all over the country. You wouldn't have the balls to wrestle in Japan and all over the country, Triple H. And I respect you. But you to badmouth 3 legends, especially Edge, man. Last time I checked, Edge was in the Hall of Fame. Are you? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, you should watch what you say, Triple H, because you badmouth 3 tremendous wrestlers last night out of ego. I mean, maybe if they marry the boss's daughter too. Maybe if they married the boss's daughter too, you know, and fuck Stephanie every night, you know, they would be the guy. But when Jericho responded back on his Twitter and said, funny, you weren't the guy either, it's kind of right, because I remember his title run in 2003, 2004, and I remember wanting to get the belt off him because I really wasn't a fan of his work. I mean, he was good, but those other 3 guys he mentioned are all legends. Triple H. You're probably wondering watching this video, who the hell is that guy? What the fuck does he know? You know, he doesn't know shit. You know, but I tell you what, who this guy is, along with the other wrestling fans, I'm the one who's been putting all that money in your pocket through the years. I've been the one who's watching on TV, watching your career from 1994 when you were in WCW. You know, so that's who the hell I am. I'm the guy who's been supporting your ass since 1994. But last night, I can't really support you on that shit, because I think that a little ego talked. I don't know who fed you those lines, but you know in your heart of heart that Edge was the man in wrestling. Maybe you should have laid down to him once in a while and he would fucking be the guy. Look, it's a bald guy on the internet making wrestling videos. What the hell does he know? His opinion means shit. Well, maybe my opinion doesn't mean shit. And maybe I don't fucking have millions of dollars. And maybe I ain't fucking have the body of a Greek god like you. You know, and maybe, you know, I don't have what Triple H has, and I ain't married to fucking Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, you know, and I'm not best friends with Shawn Michaels, and I never been on the road, and I never been in the locker room, but you and me have more in common than you think, because I love professional wrestling just as much as anybody, and yeah, I make videos on the internet because I'm a nobody, but I could call a spade, can you? And Rob Van Dam, Edge, and Jericho are just as big a star in wrestling, and they were at one time, they were the guy. Rob Van Dam was the world champion in 06. You know, you remember after you wouldn't put him over and put him in the main event of WrestleMania 22 in the finals of the tournament to wrestle Cena, and then he did wrestle Cena at One Night Stand. Where were you at on now? On Edge or Van Dam was there? Where were you at? So you can't knock these 3 Hall of Famers. And they are 3 Hall of Famers. Edge's already there. Rob Van Dam will be there. Jericho will be there. You know, and your ass is going to be the one inducting them. So, kind of being a bitch on this one, Triple H. Take it from a nobody, you know. But let me show you something, Triple H. I'm also a fan. That's my collection right there. So you tell me that I don't know what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. You take a look right there. Okay? That's my collection of knowledge right there. That's how many times I've seen your ass wrestle. I know what's going on, pal. I've seen it. It's right there. Okay? If you don't believe me, what? You wanna play this game with me? Okay, I watched your whole career. Royal Rumble 2002 is right there where you won the Royal Rumble. Your WrestleMania match wasn't a star. It's right there. And this might not be impressive to you. How about when you came back to SummerSlam 2007 and other people had to hold it down? And you wrestled Booker T. Did you put him over? How about Booker T at WrestleMania 19? Did you put him over? Hell no, you didn't put him over. I know Booker wasn't feeling well. But you call him hit and miss. And the Mania of WrestleMania, you call him hit and miss. Booker T's a great performer, but he was never the guy. I mean, to me, Edge was very, very good. Very good. And your comments last night just pissed me off. So, I might be a fucking nobody. That's fine. I could very well be a nobody. Okay? And you might be the man. But I ain't fucking as stupid as you think I am. And neither are the smart marks on here. We're not as stupid as you think we are. And I'm a fan. But I'm just saying. Expect Edge, Jericho, and Rob Van Dam to be the guy when they all wrestled during his time in WWE. And Triple H was the guy because he was written in. He can't expect these three to be the guy during that time frame when he was winning all the matches, winning all the titles and main event in every WrestleMania. You can't expect those three to be the guy. It's just not to be. Nobody was the guy back then but him because he was written into it. Now, that's not saying I don't respect every pay-per-view Sunday that he was wrestling great matches at pay-per-views and kicking ass. And I have a ton of respect for Triple H and all his contributions to wrestling and all that stuff. I mean, I have so much respect for him being one of the greatest big game players in the history of the sport. But there's other guys who damn sure were good. And a lot of times they were better than you, Triple H. You know? And that's a fact, man. A lot of times these guys were better than you. When you weren't around, when you were having injuries and shit, they were better than you. A hell of a lot better than you. And a hell of a lot more entertaining than you. So, you to crack whip on a Hall of Famer like Edge, dude, selling tickets or not, have some respect. Talk about A-plus players. You know, you were an A-plus player, but there was other A-plus players too out there. You weren't the only one. And the thing about Van Dam, Edge, and Jericho, none of them were written in like you were. I'm just saying, these guys earned it. Have some respect.